Okay, so I am here with Tiffany. Tiffany is an amazing mother of two. She's a teacher and she's super passionate about her kids in the classroom and her kids at home. And I've had the honor of working with her for the last 4 months to change her eating habits, get consistent with working out. And it's just been an honor working with you and just seeing all the changes that you've made and just really seeing your glow up and just kind of hearing all of like your wins and your milestones along the way have just been like, yes, I think being moms, it can be so hard to prioritize yourself. So it's been so much fun helping you through that and just watching you change and transform. So just want to take a quick minute to kind of get your feedback from the program and yeah, so
Thank
first
you for that
question.
intro.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So the first question is, what changes have you seen in your body since we started working together?
I will say that number one, I'm in less pain. So before I started this, I had a lot of neck and shoulder pain, and
Mhm.
it has significantly decreased. Like I was even going to the chiropractor for it, but I've noticed like once I started working out and engaged in more movement, and I think honestly drinking water, I
Mhm.
felt a huge difference in pain.
That's
Really.
huge.
And even to further support that, haven't been doing such a good job with going to the gym and that pain is coming back. So it's like I need to get back in the gym and, do those stretches and things again. So
Yeah.
I would say that's number one. Obviously, of course, dropping 10 pounds, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely a change I've seen, and just kind of, inches, like clothes fitting
Mhm.
a little differently.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I would say those are the biggest things.
Yay. And what has been the best part about working together?
Oh, I mean, number one, just hearing your inspiration every day and your motivation. I
Um,
think that has been the best part. Like, you've changed my lens of like how I look at my success or even my failures. I think
oh,
that has been really beneficial. Like you always ask me, okay, well, what was one win for today? Like you always focus on the positive. And I think when you're on this fitness journey, it's really easy to focus on like what you're not doing well or how much weight you didn't lose. So kind of that shift you gave me of, okay, focus on what you did accomplish and what you did do and celebrate every step I take towards the goal. I think that has been the best part for me. Um, yeah.
yeah, I love that. Okay, what is one thing that surprised you about the program?
I think what surprised me is how it affected my daily life with my family. Um, One of the things that you kind of inspired me to create was like it was this to-do list of I think we were talking about I wasn't getting enough sleep because I
Mhm.
was trying to complete all these tasks before bed and I ended up going to bed late. And so I started this like, okay, must-haves before I go to bed. Like I have to do these things before I go to bed. Everything else is fine. And
Mhm.
that has like I still use that to this day. Like I check it off every night. I'm like, okay, I did this. Okay, I'm done. I can go relax like that,
Yeah.
kind of prioritizing what needs to prioritize and just letting certain things go. That has been really beneficial in my personal life with my family. And then of course the organization when it comes to like meal prepping, like you've um changed how I view food. I don't know if I'm getting off topic, but
Oh, no, there's no off topic here.
like change how I view food, like when I go out to eat or I focus on those proteins. I'm like, okay, well, if nothing else, let me just get some protein on the plate at least, or let me get double the protein if I'm gonna eat this. Just kind of shifted how I thought like in my day to day with when I'm out with my family and the things I do at home.
I love that. Okay, so what are three other changes you have experienced since we started working together?
Three other changes I've experienced. I would say I feel I have more energy. Being a mom, that's a big thing. It's having energy. Like I feel like drinking water and working out. Like when I'm doing everything right, quote unquote, I
Hmm.
feel really good. I feel more kind of excited for the day. Um, Another thing, changes that I've seen. Oh, I had one and then it just kind of whoop. Change that I've seen since we started. Okay, this is one that I don't think I've really shared this with anyone. I might have one person, but the way I look at myself has changed. Like, I'm still on the journey. I haven't reached my goal yet, but when I look in the mirror, I give myself more grace. And I'm learning to love the skin I'm in now. As I'm working towards my goal, of course, I still want to achieve that goal, but I'm working on that self-love piece. So I've seen a difference. Like I'm not as frustrated when I get ready for work. Like it was bad in the past where it was like I literally dreaded putting
Mhm.
on clothes for the day. But
Mhm.
now I'm like, you know what? I can figure something out, you know what I mean? And even if it's a little tighter, whatever, whatever, like I just give myself more grace and
Mhm.
understanding that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight.
Mhm.
I have lost weight, so I know I can do it. So just,
Mhm.
accepting that this is my mom body and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Um, I can't remember the other one I was gonna say. Another change. Oh, changes in my diet and how I my choices basically when it comes to food.
Mhm.
I think that's been a huge change for me. As you know, I wasn't a big water drinker at all. But now that's something that I can honestly say I drink at least 60 ounces of water every day. So, and it's like I crave it. Sometimes I'm like, well, I just really want some water,
Mhm.
and that I would never say that. I'm still working on my little juice cravings, but the water is there. And I'm really proud of myself for that because that was a big deal for me, like not drinking enough water. So, drinking water and like even like when I grocery shop or I go to the store, like today I grabbed 2 bags of salads, just like I'm gonna need those, prep my
Yeah.
salmon and chicken for the week. Just like the way I view food and health has shifted. It's not like a burden, like a lot of
Mm.
times when you think about eating healthy, it comes off as like a burden, like, oh, I got to eat all these foods I don't like. And it doesn't feel like that anymore. Like it's becoming a norm. It's becoming a part of,
Mhm.
which is the goal of this, is your
Yeah.
lifestyle. It's becoming a norm for me to like, okay. And even when I do, slip off a little bit, I know how to get back on track. And
Mhm.
I think that's the important part.
Yay. Which that segues right into my next question is what motivates you to continue moving forward?
Um, I think what motivates me is, the things we talked, the changes I'm already seeing and how I feel, and
Mhm.
doing it for my family, like passing on those healthy habits to my boys, and with my fiance, you know, he's kind of seeing what I'm doing and is, taking some tips and tricks. So I think the motivation is my family and longevity, like making this a true lifestyle.
Mhm.
Um, and then just another, I think, motivator is I deserve it. I deserve to have the body that I want.
Yes.
And period.
Period. Yes. Yes. I love that. Okay, last question.
Mhm.
If you had a friend who was interested in trying out the program, but they were afraid to start, what would you tell them?
I would say honestly, you have nothing to lose. I mean, any bit of knowledge is a win.
Mhm.
And it's like, I feel like if you go into it, don't focus so much on the losing weight part, focus on the lifestyle change.
Mhm.
And it's something that you said that is it what that 2%? Focus,
1% better?
yeah, focus on that
Yes.
1%
Automatic
better.
habits. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that I think that's what
accountable.
I will tell them. Just focus on doing something that helps you be a 1% better. Like there's no way you'll lose in starting to live a healthier lifestyle. You'll walk
Mhm.
away with something.
Mhm. Hmm, that's good.
Thank you.
Walk away with something. Yay. Well, is there anything else you want to share before we
I
close
mean,
this?
I think I would just like to give you your kudos. You're very inspirational. You
Aw.
really are. Your conversation, your conversations, like I told you before, there were many times where I was like, oh, I want to stop, but I'll have a conversation with you. And I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm back in this again. Like
Yes.
you're very inspirational in the way you motivate and how I think my favorite part is how you tailored it to me. The
Mhm.
program was very specific to me, my personality, my lifestyle, what I
Mhm.
had going on. Like you really worked with me. You were flexible. And at no point did I feel like I was failing.
Oh.
Every week I felt successful,
Mhm.
regardless of what I was doing. I felt successful, and I think if that's something else I would tell somebody who's afraid, you will feel motivated every step of the way, regardless, honestly, of how much you're putting in, just
Mm.
because of how you speak to your clients and how you re refocus, how they're looking at what they're doing. I think like you're the most important piece to all
Oh,
this.
aw, you're so
I
sweet.
genuinely mean that.
I love you. My heart.
I love you too.
Okay, well, there you have it. And side piece for anybody who is watching. Tiffany and I grew up together. So everybody knows a prophet is not respected in his own land. And I'm not calling myself a prophet, but I'm saying that usually, friends and family, Tiffany's like literally we call each other sisters. We've known each
Yep.
other. We were third and fourth grade,
Yep.
Usually people who grew up with you don't necessarily see the value in what you do when you step out. So just thank you for trusting me and,
Of course.
supporting
Thank
the
you
mission.
so much for getting me this far. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm going to stop the recording. If you're watching, thanks for watching. If you want more information about the programs, drop a comment below and I'll see y'all soon.